Hello and welcome to this test drive video on the stunning Hyundai i20N Performance. This particular one comes in Hyundai's iconic Performance Blue. This is now renowned with Hyundai's N range and this i20 looks gorgeous in it. The i20N comes outfitted with a 1.6 litre turbo engine which puts out 201 brake horsepower. Helping you put down all 201 brake horsepower is the limited slip differential, as well as the rather stiff suspension setup. With the i20N, not only can you go on about all of its performance aspects, but it's got plenty of practical and helpful features for everyday driving too. Let's take a closer look. Starting from the front, we've got this really aggressive splitter and front bumper setup, and just the overall look of this with the red accents goes really well against the blue. Carrying on with the aggressive style on the front is definitely those headlights, and as well there you can see the N badging. Under the arches we have the 18-inch alloy wheels, along there with the red brake calipers. Continuing the red accent theme is the side skirts here, which are also embellished with the logo. First thing to mention on the rear is definitely that roof spoiler. I feel it is the perfect size, it's not too big or small. The rear lights help continue the aggressive theme on the rear of the car. As well, on the back you've got the i20N badging. We've got the aggressive diffuser with the F1 fog light and the exhaust, which I'll let you hear now. Moving on to the inside, the i20N is just a really nice place to be. Even though it's a performance-inspired car, it comes with plenty of comfort, and Hyundai have definitely thought about that. Taking a closer look here, on the steering wheel you have your fingertip controls for audio and setting cruise control. You also have the paddle buttons on here. This is for changing drive modes and turning the rev matching on and off there, as you can see. Behind there we have the stock controls for the headlights and the windscreen wipers. Behind that we have the digital dash, which I've got to say has some really nice animations when going between drive modes and switching the vehicle on and off. To the central display, really snappy and responsive as you'd expect on here. With it being the i20N, you do have the N mode option. In regards to this, it brings up a whole host of menus, from changing your drive modes and tweaking that to what you like, launch control, as well as things like lap timers as well, for if you're taking this on track. You do also on here have the integrated sat nav, as well as the reversing camera with the rear parking sensors display. Another cool feature within N mode is the circuit mode. This gives you accurate lap times for the track and when you're there, just so you know exactly where you're making progress. Moving down from the central display, you have your electronic climate controls. As well, down here you've got the wireless phone charging pad. You've got your buttons for your drive mode, parking sensors and heated seats. And then the gear stick itself. Just taking a closer look here at the front bucket seats. They're part leather, both of the front seats are heated, and they hold you so nicely when you are going around the corners. On the door card you have your window controls, as well as some more Performance Blue highlights. Without further delay, let's get it on the road. So getting the i20N out on the road, what is it like? The best way to describe it is just by saying incredible. It's something which is so driver engaging, you're gonna love every single turn that you take in this thing. Even with it being engaging as it is, I feel that it could be a perfect daily driver too. You can get good mile per gallon on this, as well as have an enjoyable experience every single time that you get behind that wheel. The reason that I say that is you can have a really refined experience when driving around just in normal drive mode. However, when you do want to turn it up and want to experience the thrill that this thing offers, you can put it into N mode and experience the full noise and just the experience of being behind the wheel of one of these and driving it hard. Now, I will say, regardless of what drive mode you're in, the suspension is stiff all round. Unfortunately, it isn't no form of adaptive suspension. However, just avoiding potholes and rough surfaces, you can maintain a comfortable drive. Now, one feature that I have to mention, because I absolutely love it, is the rev matching function. So the rev matching function, what it does, simply explained, is that when downshifting in N mode, it applies a little rev to make that downshift that bit smoother. Now, commonly this is done by an example such as like the heel and toe method, but if anyone knows out there what that is, then you'll know it can take a while to master and get the hang of. In the i20N, it's absolutely effortless and it works so well, which is what surprised me. I didn't expect it to. But with this rev matching function, if you are on track or you are just driving it hard and enjoying those B roads which this thing was built to take on, then it just allows you to focus on hitting the corners right and then being in your power band so that you can exit those corners as quick as you can. So if you're interested in taking a look yourself, head on down to our Hyundai branch in Blackpool and we'll be able to help you out. You can call on 01253 298 833, or you can head to the website in the description.